Kevin is calling from Peterborough, Ontario. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for your wisdom here, guys. I'm just wondering about Algonquin Power. I like the dividend. Would you go in at here? Just get your opinion on it, and then if I get a consensus, it'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, thank you.
Great. Algonquin, no problem.
So, Kevin, yeah, nothing wrong with a 4.3% yield. Mm-hmm. We talked earlier about the pipes and needing to see growth in order to offset rising rates, which we think is going to happen slowly in front of us. We own, I think, only 3 utilities. One of them is America Waterworks, AWK, and it's growing so it can offset. We own Algonquin, and Algonquin is growing. They made big investments. They have good contracts. Mm-hmm. They will see steadily growing cash flow, and dividends should continue to grow. And we own one that I'm going to talk about in top picks today. But I think that if you're going to be in this space, you need to have some growth, and Algonquin has that.
Okay, let's see what the street has to say about Algonquin. 2 holds, 6 buys, and 2 strong buys. And the current target is about $15. Stock trading just under 14.
Yeah, way outperforming the group.
Yeah, it's been a star, all right. Okay, Kevin, thanks for that question. Richard in Ottawa, go ahead, please.
Thank you for taking my call today. I have a question on Mastech. I was wondering if you still like it and if you still hold it, because it seems to be going sideways. Thank you.
Mastech, the engineering firm.
Yes, so Mastech does a couple of things. They build and maintain cell towers for the telcos, and they build pipelines. So one business probably better than the other right now, right? Because energy is a little less growth. It's a great company. So it's performed better than 67% of S&P companies so far this year. It's been consolidating really since June. So, you know, the market sort of consolidated through that period as well. So I continue to really like the telecom business. It's about 45% of the revenue. I think that there still is some growth in U.S. Oil production. So they should continue to do okay, and certainly if there's some infrastructure spending in the U.S., they're going to benefit from it. It wouldn't be in my top 30 or 40 positions today, but I certainly would hold the stock if I owned it, and we do own some stock.
Dorothy's in Hamilton. Go ahead, Dorothy.
Yes, my question is about Shopify. The stock was flying high until some serious allegations were made against them by Citron. And I wondered if you think there's any merit to these allegations. And I wondered if you still own the stock. Also, I did very well with the stock, but I sold it around 118 because I didn't want to lose all my profits. And I just wondered at what price you would recommend buying it back, or if you would wait until after they come out with their earnings. I really respect your opinion, and I've bought many of your stock recommendations, and I've done very well. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks so much for your call. So actually, this is a great case study, you know, because this is a company that basically traded from 16 to 120 and consolidated nicely along the way. We talked about Shopify, I think, the last time I was here. And I said, look, on these things, they have to be one position in a portfolio. And you have to pick your spot where you would say, uncle, like where are you going to go to the sidelines? And we use point and figure price charts to help identify where a stock stops making higher highs and higher lows and starts making lower lows and lower highs. And that's statistically significant. The balance of power is shifting. So we owned Shopify when that report came out. Our stop was at 105. You know, fundamentally, we think it's a great business. The report that was written, I think, has holes to drive a truck through, but there's some smoke, right? So it's not for me to say I'm right, market's wrong. So we used our stop at 105. The stock's 98. Could it be that Citron's wrong? Absolutely. Could it be that there's something more there that we've missed? Absolutely. Are there other companies that you can own that fundamentally are attractive and are behaving the way they should be if what you think you know is right? Yes, there's lots of other things. So we've moved on. I'll wait and see how the company handles it. They've been very careful about what they've said so far. We will hear more when earnings come. I think a lot of the things that they were criticized for are common practice on the internet. And I think it was a pretty big charge to say there's a pyramid scheme. But in the meantime, listen, the market speaks, and you have to pick your spot. And we had a great pass in the shares, and I'm sad to not be in it. But there's other things to do right now in the market.
And we're going to have a caller on stop losses later in the show.
Yeah. So the one thing I would say is when something breaks down, there's a lot of people who wind up unhappy and are underwater. I'm not a believer in averaging down or buying something when it looks broken.
Okay, stay tuned. We've got David's past picks coming at you next.